Hey everyone, well, it is actually about to be Mother's Day, so this is probably either a little early or very late. So I just wanted to throw in what I thought was a pretty quick, easy CNC project you could do for Mother's Day, and quite frankly, you could do this for Father's Day, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna go over a couple of ways to make some decorative wall sconces. So you can put plants on them, you can put candles on them, just really however you want to. You can make them out of a ton of different materials. You certainly don't need a CNC machine to make this project, but it's something we're gonna do here, and I'm gonna go through the design. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by just nailing this down to the spoil board. I really need to surface my spoil board, so I'm not gonna use it in its entirety today. I'm just gonna put this little piece of MDF on top of it so we can kind of get done what we need to get done. I'm gonna be using composite nails to do so. This is a great way to secure a sacrificial board. These are composite, so if your bit hits it, it really doesn't matter. We're gonna cut this whole entire project here, this one specifically, just the basic one, with nothing but the downtown Jenny bit. All right, I'm gonna use double-sided tape to secure this to the board here. This tape was actually given to me at Workbench Con, but I gotta be honest, this is probably the best double-sided tape I have ever messed with. It is super thin, so it doesn't add any height to your workpiece, which could be a concern, especially if it's spongy. Not a big concern as far as setting your Z, because you're obviously going to be setting it after you apply this. I'll leave a link to it. Okay, I'm going to set my 0. You can use a touch plate or whatever. I just usually use the bit itself, and I just move it over to not on the corner. I don't know, that's just me. I've already set my XY, so I just basically want to do this and drop it down just a little bit at a time, and I just basically at the same time spin the bit, and then when it stops spinning, I know we're good. And there we're touching the surface, so that's going to be my 0. So I'm just going to set my Z. Okay, well there's that. That worked out really well. I really like that dust boot. It didn't get all of my shavings, but I did have the one side off so I could film that, and that's one of the features of this dust boot. It's actually really, really cool, especially for us that are creators, so I can actually film it and get most of my mess. So I've got very little bit to vacuum up here. That's really cool. All right, let's get this thing off here. Double-sided tape comes off pretty quick, so I'm gonna get all this off. I'm gonna throw me a little round over on this, clean up the tabs over here at the router table, and we'll be right back. All right, so now we have a bunch of little parts. Some not so little, but regardless. When I've got a bunch of little parts, I like to mount my, my Festool sander in this upside down holder here that I got from my buddy Chris over at A Glimpse Inside. I paid full price for this. He didn't send it to me. He is a super awesome guy, and he's also agreed to give you guys a discount code if you are interested in this sander. Check out his YouTube channel below, and he kind of goes over what all sanders you can put in this, and pretty much I think it's almost every handheld sander there is. But he's going to give you guys a discount code. I'll leave a link in the description and the discount code. He's going to give you 30% off. Awesome, dude. Appreciate it, Chris. All right, so let's get all of these sanded down and go through that really quick. I'm gonna go ahead and drill and countersink all my holes here. You're gonna see on this one, I really wasn't sure where I wanted it. This was the first prototype. That's why there's 2 sets of holes. It's gonna be against the wall. You're not gonna see that, but in the finished file, there'll only be 1 set of holes there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and, this bit's long enough to go all the way through and give me a good countersink from this side. Just goes through right there. I'm gonna be putting a little bit of glue on these. I am going to just be simply using mineral oil. If you're gonna be doing something else, you can certainly pre-finish these. But I'm just gonna go ahead and glue everything together and do the mineral oil. I'm gonna use a little bit of CA glue here. Just a little bit to hold it in place until the glue dries, or until I put the screws in, so not a big deal. Perfect. That'll get in there in about 10 seconds. I can screw that in, but I'm just gonna set these back here. I'm gonna come back and screw them all in at one time. I'm gonna take a drill. That didn't go far enough through to completely go into this, and we really need to do that because we certainly don't want the wood splitting out. Both of these are gonna get a hole drill just like the other ones because we obviously don't want it going through. Don't want it splitting it out anyway. And then we're going to go ahead and screw our screws in. That one don't have to be buried, but there we go. I kind of like that. That looks nice. That has got them all done. I am going to be using these little picture frame holders just to put on the back. They're big enough, and that'll just give them a something to be able to hang it on the wall. So it'll kind of look like that. So yeah, that'll work. I'm gonna go ahead and probably go ahead and mark and put these on now before I do the finish, just because I'll have to turn it like this and kind of hammer it in, and I don't want to mess up my mineral oil. I'm just gonna mark the centers of these. I know that these are 5 inches wide, and you can certainly scale this up or down however you want. These are pretty small. I don't know that I'd recommend scaling them down. But I'm basically, these have a little center in the middle, right in the middle of them. So basically I'm going to use that as my center point, and I'm going to come down to the center of that and hammer these in. Pretty simple. These are so easy to work with here. So all right, let's do the rest of them. All right, there we go. Okay, well that was a fun project. This is something I'm gonna be doing, giving away to our mothers for Mother's Day. You can certainly make these any time of year and sell them at craft shows. I've got just a little candle here to give you an idea of size-wise. These are small. You can certainly scale this up and make bigger sconces as well, providing you have the material. This was kind of scrap wood. You can certainly make these out of any other wood. I kind of used walnut because I love walnut, but you can make these out of plywood. It really doesn't matter. The dimensions can be scaled up or down. I probably wouldn't go any smaller, but you can scale these up, absolutely. You don't need a CNC to complete this project. You can absolutely do these with any other hand tool or any other tools in your shop, most likely. Not difficult at all. If you are interested in joining me over on CNC with me, I'm going to leave a link in the description. I'm going to give you my discount code so you can get your annual membership for 15% off. It's going to be great. I hope to see you over there, and you can come CNC with me, and these plans will actually be available for you for free over there once you're a member. All right, that's all I got. I'll see you later.